solitaire is always going to be like the most prominent.
Good afternoon, y'all. How y'all doing? Me, I'm doing lovely. This is what women do wrong. This is what y'all do wrong. You go ring shopping before the man even proposes. You don't know if this man is going to propose or not. You don't. The only thing that you know is you with him. It doesn't mean that man's going to give you his last name. There are females that have been with a man for 20 years and they've been married. And they've been waiting. There are girls that got a ring on their finger and never get married. So the ring means nothing if there's no date. Let me tell you the new version of how women need to do this. If that man proposes and there's a pastor sitting right there, or y'all gonna get married within the next 30 days or the next 3 months, it is already planned. So let's say, for example, and I seen a man do this. A man planned the whole entire, not only engagement, but a wedding at the same time. He managed to find out everything she wanted for that wedding, and he planned it. And guess what? She married him. Right then, right there. He proposed, and then the very next day, they got married. Why? Because he planned everything. The dress, everything. So here's the thing. A man that truly loves you is not going to make you wait. But you know what y'all want to do? You want to make him wait. You want to give him the baby first and not get married. So y'all doing things backwards. It ain't the men, it's y'all. Y'all the problem. If anything, if this man wants to marry you, I wouldn't worry about no big gigantic wedding. I wouldn't worry about none of that. What I would do is we're going to the justice of the peace. Why? Because this is what I'm going to do that most females won't do. I am going to go ahead and get married, and then on my 10th anniversary, I'm going to go ahead and have a wedding. Why? Because we've been together for 10 years. I'm not having no big gigantic wedding. I'm not. I don't see the purpose of it. Especially if y'all are just getting married. I say go have a destination wedding. You can have a small beach wedding. You can have a backyard wedding. What matters is y'all are getting married. There's a date. If you wait a year, if you wait 2 years, you're giving them time to get out. And then not only that, if they've been married before, what makes you think they want to be married now? Anthony may say, I may not ever want to get remarried after what Amber did. Then what? Not only that, you got another problem, Shayla, that you don't even know is coming. Rolanda. Rolanda is single. And she already told Anthony, I have never gave you these problems. I've been there for you. It would be really, really crazy if he divorces Amber, leaves Shayla, and still ends up with Rolanda. I wouldn't be surprised. At the end of the day, like I said, this will be the second time him and Rolanda get back together and he find out that child is not his. The only reason they broke up because that child was supposedly his. She didn't break up with him because they had problems. They broke up because a girl came and said that she was the father of his child and kind of found out that was a lie. So I'm just telling people, don't sit up here and, say, okay, I'm with a man. You got to look at where he is. If that man is saying, I don't ever want to be married, leave it alone. You don't know if Anthony's going to want to get married after this divorce. You don't. But you're assuming. And that's why I tell women, please get out your head this fairy tale about a wedding and having a $50,000 wedding that you don't even need. All you need is him and you saying I do. You don't need to have everybody else there, just you and him on your 10th anniversary or 15th anniversary if you make it that long. After your kids are on the verge of graduation, have your wedding then. They out the house. Have it when you done went through 18 years of having kids. Then you get married and have that wedding. But as far as getting married, All you need is a simple in-house, you and the pastor, a church wedding. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you should want. That's all that you need. You don't need to have all this unnecessary stuff that don't even matter. It don't. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand why these females keep thinking I'm be a housewife. Girl, that's why women now in their 50s are looking back in their life and they're like, what the heck was I thinking being a housewife? Why did I lower myself? Because they're now divorced. All these women that were so excited about getting married, so excited about being married and having kids, are now 50 years old and wishing they didn't do none of it. They wish they would have just lived their life and got married older. Honey, y'all have no idea how many people that are in their 50s right now are single. And they're just like, I wish I'd never done it. Holly Berry even said it. She was like, I wish to God that I wouldn't have married the men that I married. She said, because those men were really for me, we would still be together now, and we ain't. So that's the point that I'm trying to sit up here and make. A lot of y'all at the time you get with these men and you're like, okay, I want to marry him, but you're giving him your body. You're giving him children, but you have not a bit more ring on your finger. And a matter of fact, it's not even about the ring. It's about his last name. It's not even about this. It's about the last name. Getting that man's last name. Do you not understand the value of a man's last name? And the fact that he even wants to give you his last name. Fellas, y'all need to be more responsible when it comes to who you give your last name to. Y'all don't understand. I don't think a lot of y'all even understand the values of that. Y'all don't. So like I said, I feel like this. Men need to be more responsible about who they give their last name to. I don't think any man should give his last name until he is ready to settle down. And until he's ready to settle down, until he's ready to have kids, until he's done it all, he don't need to give nobody his last name. And that's what a lot of women don't understand. It's about the last name. It's not about that ring. It's about his last name. And the fact that you have the honor to have that man's last name. That's what it's about. Having his last name. It's not about the ring. It's not even about the wedding. It's about having the man's last name. The fact that that man is giving you his last name because he feels that you are worth his last name. So like I said, I don't necessarily understand, but like I said, I feel like that a lot of people don't understand the fact that this is about his last name. That's what this is about. The fact of having that man's last name. That is what it's about. So I don't know why y'all figure that it's about everything else but his last name. So I think people need to reevaluate some things. Y'all really do need to reevaluate as far as certain things go. Because at the end of the day, I don't know why y'all think it's about the weddings, but to me, the fact that a man wants to give me his last name, that is an honor. The fact that the matter that he feels I am worth his last name, that right there means a lot. So I think men need to be more selective about who they give their last name to and make sure that's the woman you really want to give your last name to. And if it's not going to be till death do us part, then don't give that woman your last name. So again, like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, it goes right back to what I said. It is chestnut checkers. That's why I say a lot of people's value systems are all the way backwards. So, like I said, Shayla is looking at this all wrong. It's not about the ring. It's about his last name.